Hello everyone, I welcome you all back to my YouTube channel. This is Ruhi Jain, counselor and parents coach from Dehradun, Uttarakhand. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how we can help children, our young children. I'm talking about children up till age 10 and 11 to deal with stress in their life. Now, are you wondering how children and stress both are related? Because there are a lot of parents, a lot of adults who question that why children have stress? What is causing stress for them? They don't have any responsibilities. Their only job is to study and to be a good human being. If you consider this pandemic, we as adults are out of a comfort zone. Don't you think the same is true with the children? I'll tell you what are the reasons of stress for them. 24/7 they are in the houses. There's no scope of social interaction. All the time and energy that they used to invest in playing in the parks, in the gardens, in the play area has gone and is finished completely. They were used to a system of regularized teaching. They don't get enough motivation in the house for which they are being tagged and nagged all the time. They are in the houses, they need company. They are young children who are growing and they learn when they interact. This is what they are doing with their peer groups and the teachers in the school. We as parents and family members have extra responsibility on our shoulders and we are not able to give enough time. We expect them to sit alone and play alone most of the time. All these situations definitely is making them uneasy and uncomfortable, because of which they are behaving in unexpected manner. And we as adults, we as parents are ending up tagging, nagging and scolding them. Will you still ask me this question that how children are getting stressed? This is enough a reason for such young children to feel stress. Moving on, what can we do? So in this video, I am going to talk about what are the benefits, short term and long term, of yoga and meditation for our children and what is the responsibility of parents. Then wait for part 2 of the video where I am going to demonstrate one or two techniques to you so that you understand how you have to deal with yoga and meditation while doing with children. So, here I go. So, first I will start by telling a few quick tips to the parents. As effective and conscious parents, one important thing is you need to have a changed and flexible mindset. You need to be patient enough when you are dealing with children. Third, you need to be involved and doing it with your children because these are few abstract things. The benefits are usually abstract, which are very heavy for them to understand. Fourth, we cannot expect them to have the benefits that we as adults expect for ourselves. Fifth, for anything to be motivating enough for involvement has to be brought down to their level in a fun manner. Moving on, I will tell you quickly the short term and the long term benefits of yoga and meditation with your children. First is you are going to spend more time. That time is going to be quality time, productive and constructive time. Third, you have a common ground of communication. Fourth, you yourself are sparing time for your own yoga and meditation. The long term benefits are going to be: fifth, they are going to be more self aware and more mindful. Sixth, they are going to have boosted self esteem. Seventh, they are going to be better at memory and concentration. Fifth, they would know how to keep themselves away from the distraction so their learning power will automatically increase. Next, the postures are going to improve, the body, the muscle is going to get strengthened, and I don't think so that any of us as parents would want that it doesn't happen with our child. So these are the few benefits that you and your child are going to get it. As I said, that we need to bring it down to the level of the child. We have to make it more fun so that they develop an interest. This is the time when I'm talking about 10 and 11 years. Up till this age, they do a lot of observation. They copy us a lot of time. we have to be logical with them. We have to explain them the benefits. If we do it with them, they're definitely going to do it with us. So, if we are putting efforts right now, so we are in a way preparing our child for the future so that they can be independent in dealing with stress. So, here I end my video for you to realize whether yoga and meditation is good or not good for your child. If you are convinced, then wait for part 2 of the video where you will learn few innovative techniques. Till then, stay safe, stay home, take care and have a good day.